From pickdogs.com here with your live show. Of course, I'm here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, today's Wednesday, October 16th, 2019. That means this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be going live with our college football preview special. We do it every Wednesday, college football, talking about the upcoming games, at least the bigger games for this weekend. And then tomorrow we go over all the NFL games, and Friday it's football free-for-all. All those are at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, football free-for-all means all the questions come from you guys. Pretty light schedule today. You have some one Major League Baseball game, but I don't see a starting pitcher announced for the Yankees yet, so it makes it a little difficult. We have one college football game, and some NHL and NBA preseason, and that's really about it. But of course, we do the show no matter what. Every day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, even if we have nothing to talk about at all. Yeah, the Cardinals were terrible. They had their chance, that's for sure. Good morning. Saying the Yankees game will probably be postponed. I'm going to guess that means there's weather in New York, and they were saying it yesterday during the game as well. Good morning to everyone. Yeah, the Cardinals, when Carpenter was at the plate there with the bases loaded, it was kind of like, thought he had a chance, but he didn't do it. Yeah, we're live every day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, whether you get a notification or not. We're still here every day at 11. I haven't, unless I say the day before or something that I'm going to be traveling. Nor'easter rolling into New England. Yep, the Cardinals just didn't get it done all series. They just didn't. If you don't score runs, it's very hard to win with zero. It's hard. You give up 7 runs early, very very hard to win. Morning to everyone. So we got college football, we got NHL. I could start looking at NHL games. I think I have enough. It's for me. I can handicap anything, but I have to have a few games for NHL because I'm not as familiar with it as some of the other sports. I can try. I've had pretty good success over the years doing it on this show, so we could give it a shot. Yep, Bryce Harper is kicking himself, and I think that it just goes to show you. It was like the Nationals. It's not like he got 33 million or whatever from the Phillies, and he wouldn't have gotten anything to play for the Nationals. It was a difference of $20 million or less, but we're talking about over many years, and it's just stupid. It just doesn't even make sense. It's like it just goes to show you, some players play the game because they love it, and some players play it for the money. And Bryce Harper can say whatever he wants, that he loves the game or whatever, and he grew up to do this. But he's sitting at home watching the postseason while his old team is going to the World Series and going in with a lot of momentum and a well-rested pitching staff for sure, because the Yankees Astros series is not going to end for a little while. The World Series has usually a starting date. Yeah, be sure to hit the like button. Morning to everyone. Yeah, the Cardinals bats, they just got cold. I don't think it's ever a good time for that to happen. Morning, everyone. Not a lot going on here, but we'll do our best. The big game is Troy State versus South Alabama. I did a video on this game already, so it's kind of there's not going to be a big surprise here, And I don't love this game, that's for sure. I mean, this is not a game that on a Saturday, we're running to the window to bet. Troy versus South Alabama. South Alabama has not been good, and Troy has been really good to us over the years, that's for sure. But the issue here is that Troy hasn't covered at home, and South Alabama hasn't not covered on the road, right? It's something like that. We'll take a look at it. And Troy is 1-5 on the season, but they're 2-1 against the number on the road. Meanwhile, Troy is 2-3 on the season, but 0-3 against the spread at home. And when you're looking at this big of a number, which I see 16, I don't see 17.5. I see 16.5. Then you're going to have problems. South Alabama, they lost in overtime last time out against Georgia Southern. 20-17, they were 10-point dogs. They were 14.5-point dogs against Louisiana Monroe, who's good, and they lost by 13. 12.5-point dogs to UAB, they got routed. 20.5-point dogs to Memphis, who they're not in the same category with. When we look at Troy, they got crushed by Missouri as 25.5-point dogs, but that was on the road. When we go back home, 50-43 against Arkansas State. That was a push. They counted as a loss. Southern Miss, they were favored by 3. They lost that one at home. Against Campbell, that really doesn't count, and they didn't cover in that one either. But basically, their only cover of the season was on the road at Akron. To me, it just doesn't. It doesn't do much for me, So I'm probably not going to play this game. I'm probably going to sit it out. But if I do play it, it's going to be South Alabama plus the points. The world is on Troy in this one. So no reason to jump on a team that can't cover the spread at home. And that doesn't do us any good. 64% of the public is on Troy. 36% on South Alabama. We'll take the Jaguars. Probably the over as well. Let's see what we got. Morning. I don't know. NBA preseason is beyond anything that I can do. We have a free pick on that, though, over at pickdogs.com. We certainly do. We have an article on it. So you can check it out there. Take a look at this NBA matchup. Or NHL. Oilers minus 130 against the Flyers. I haven't really looked at a lot of hockey, but I'll tell you, over the years when we've done hockey picks, we've done pretty good at it. So let's give it a shot. Especially with these type of lines. These are two really good teams, so this wouldn't be a game I'd be jumping on. Flyers, the Oilers look to be red hot at this point, unbeaten at home. Meanwhile, the Flyers less than stellar on the road. I'm going to have to go with the Oilers here, minus the 130. No, we haven't talked about the Cowboys at all, actually. Yep, the Jets definitely surprised me, and it surprised me how bad the Cowboys have played the last 3 weeks. Yeah, it should be actually today or tomorrow. I'll let everybody know, but I'm hoping to have it by today or tomorrow, the premium. So back-to-back games here for the Flyers. I think there's a chance. I think the Bulls are always one of those teams, at least in recent years, that they kind of do more with less. Yeah, unless they get a new quarterback, really, it isn't going to help them much. I mean, the Rams' problem isn't at cornerback. They had an all-pro cornerback in Marcus Peters. They had one. And now they got another one who's, a great cornerback. But the issue for the Rams isn't corner. The issue for the Rams is quarterback, not cornerback. They spelled it wrong. The problem with the Rams is they have a lousy quarterback who can't, This guy can't execute the offense. It's like, if you can't execute your game plan, if you can't hike the ball within the time prescribed to you, you can't win football games. I don't know who's pitching for the Yankees, so I don't know. I have no idea who's pitching, so I can't make a pick on that one. But I will put up a video later on if once I see who's pitching, I'll do a video, and probably have to be a mobile one. I'll just go up on YouTube. I'll do a live one. Goff is a bum. I say it on my NFL show all the time. Steve Monahan defends him. I can't see comments from the Facebook group. I see that Steve put a comment in there, but I can't see those comments on my screen. I can only see them on YouTube or from our Facebook page. But Steve is saying rain in New York. We've heard. I have no idea what that means. OKC over. No idea what that means. Team A versus Team B with a point spread or a total. Not too difficult. Well, Goff's stats have gone down because, he stinks. And teams saw that in the Super Bowl, that if you stop the running game and make him try and beat you, you can beat the Rams. And that's what we've seen the last 3 weeks. Well, I think the Saints... The Saints are, this is a team that lost in the NFC Championship game last year. They lost in a playoff game 2 years ago where they had the game won until the last second of the game. This is a team that's been on the cusp of the Super Bowl, and you can't do that with one player. You can go on a hot streak with a hot quarterback, but you can't have years of consistency just because of your quarterback, Yeah, I don't know what this means. You need to put the number. I mean, does anybody know? I mean, yeah, you got to say what the odds are, and we went over this game. I like the over. We already went over this. It doesn't really matter. It's like when you have Scherzer and Strasburg as your 1 and 2. I don't think Corbin really matters much. And, Bryce Harper, I've spoke about it before the season started. This guy's a 219 hitter. It didn't hurt the Nationals at all that he left. It didn't help the Phillies at all that he went there. It helped them 0. And it hurt the Nationals 0. They were a better team without him. But Corbin, I mean, this guy, it's not like he's a Hall of Fame Cy Young Award pitcher or something. He's just, he's a number 3. It's what he is. A number 3 isn't going to make your, it just doesn't get it done. Unless you're the Astros, right? It's not like Zach Greinke, right, is your number 3. Jarrett Cole, Justin Verlander, Zach Greinke. It's not like Corbin's Zach Greinke. He's not a Cy Young Award winner. He's not, a 20-game type winner guy. He's Corbin, right? I mean, I'm not really sure. Morning. Of course, we'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern Time with our college football preview show. We'll go over that South Alabama game as well a little more. I'll have some time to dig into it. We'll have more information on that Yankee game tonight as well. By that time, it will probably be either called or the Yankees will announce who their starting pitcher is going to be. But anyways, we got free picks on every game every single day. NBA preseason, NHL, you pretty much name it. We have it over at pickdogs.com. Be sure to check it out. Yeah, we only go over the games the day of the game. And that's how we do it, unless it's our college football preview show. That's the format of the show, but appreciate the question. So you can ask that question on Friday when the game is. Or you could join us on our college football show today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone can hear me, or else everyone would be saying it. Anyways, I'm going to sign out. We just don't have a lot to talk about here, unfortunately. But, we have more big cards ahead. Of course, this afternoon we'll have plenty to talk about on our college football preview show. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We took South Alabama plus the points. And we're waiting for those starting pitchers. When the starting pitchers are announced, if it happens, I will do probably do a quick live video. But if it doesn't happen, then it won't happen. Have a great day, everyone. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Sorry about the short show today, but I don't know. We just don't have any games on the schedule. It makes it really hard. But we'll have plenty of games on the schedule on today's college football show at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great day, everyone.